All right, so today I thought on Life Isn't Over, we would talk about continuation of the Nike Plus system. Last time we talked about the sensor going into the shoe, whether you've got a Nike Plus product or not, and then how that can tie in with the Sport Band from Nike or the iPod Touch using the software there. But this is what the site looks like when you first pop on. You'll see it keeps track of your cumulative workouts, your mileage, your average pace. So you can see I'm no spring chicken, but I'm all right. 3.11 miles is what I ran today at a tragic pace of 27:46. Probably one of my lowest, or actually one of my highest times at the 3 mile distance. I was breaking in a pair of orthotics, and my mind was elsewhere. I'm gonna say that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. But when we go into the site, here are some of the other very cool things. You'll actually see a column graph or a bar chart, whatever you want to call it, of the runs that I've done. And if we click here, you'll see that it should. Here we go. You'll see the runs that have been done, and obviously as of late I've kept my runs 7 miles or less. But if we wanted to look at the detail on any of these runs, here's obviously today's run. This was a few weeks ago, and I can click on that. Another thing you can do is you can take a look at your run, obviously by the day. Then we can also take a look at runs by the week, and it's going to show you how many miles were run there. And then you can also take a look at runs by the month. You can take a look at runs by the route. Here's last month, 80 miles, and so far this month, 42. But the other part that I really like on here is the training mode. If you're looking to run a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, a marathon, you can actually go into the Nike Plus site, and it'll actually put together a training program for you. And I'm looking to potentially run the Twin Cities Marathon, and my training actually starts tomorrow on this. So you can see the start date 4/21/09, the end date, since the actual marathon is on October 4th. But we can look at the training, and when we get in here, you'll see a sheet that you can actually turn into a PDF. And it's going to show the run. So, for example, tomorrow the goal would be 4 miles. Take a day off, 5 miles, and then it continues on and on. But as you get into, excuse me, runs within a month or so, then you'll see that the times actually will go up. Here's 12 miles for goal. And then there's a place where you can actually document notes. So after this run, you can actually add notes in here. And then when you've got a gold sheet here, it actually tells you, it wants you to do 2-minute pickups at a perceived effort of 4 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. And then it wants you to do that 5 times. So run as hard as you can. Well, I shouldn't say as hard as you can. Run a little bit faster than mediocre for 2 minutes, and do that 5 times, and then that should come out to pretty close to mileage for the day, with a warm up and a cool down. So this is another piece of the Nike Plus site that I really like a lot. And then the last part we'll go into would be challenges. In the challenges section, if you've got people across the country that you want to compete with, maybe you've got a friend that lives in San Diego, or maybe you've got a favorite sports team that you like. People post all sorts of different challenges. So maybe it's the Raiders versus the Chiefs. I'm a big Chiefs fan, but maybe one of them would be some kind of a contest between football teams. That's fairly common that you'll see on here. Let's look at, here's a race to the first 50. So all challenges run 50 miles, and so let's go ahead and click on that. And people enter in their mileage, and then the first person to hit 50 miles then gets one of a medal, for example. So here's looks like Sweet 83 is leading with 9.93 miles. If you want to get on this early on, maybe you can look for a race that started just recently. Looks like this one started well today. looks to end in another month. So once you've done your running, again, you can come in here, and there are a few more things that we'll probably talk about, and I'll save that to the next time so that we keep these videos kind of short. But again, I really enjoy the Nike Plus system. You know, there's Garmin and many others that are a little bit higher priced and probably a little bit more accurate. But when it comes to affordability and probably just the cool status factor of Nike, you really can't beat this for the money. So that is all for now. Take care, and we'll see you on the trails.